Hey guys, Solo Jones here, and this is something new I'm doing on the channel. I actually already did it once and uploaded it, but it wasn't a very good game to suit the kind of thing I'm trying to do here. So this is going to be the brand new episode 1 of Stickynote Starcraft, the series where you critique the players. And the way this works is we will watch the game, I will do a fairly normal commentary, and it'll be up to you guys to look for mistakes made by the players, leave comments in the comment box on YouTube, with specific times. I will put an overlay up actually, probably around right here, about this time in the video, saying exactly the format that I want you guys to do this in, but with like the time, and then after the time, a specific example of what you think they could have done better. And the best ones, or at least the most informative ones, I will take and I will put into the cast as annotations. So basically the idea is that by the end of this, after it's been, say, a week and everyone has had a chance to comment and make it good, then it'll be like a Cliff Notes Guide to StarCraft kind of deal. It's actually, I feel like it'll work pretty well. As if there's one thing I know, it is that people like to criticize other people. But guys, we're not looking to bash people, we're not looking to tear these people down for mistakes they make. We're trying to help them. We're trying to learn from their mistakes and not do them ourselves, as well as teach them not to do them. So definitely, if you like this idea, then subscribe to my channel and give this a comment, because the comments are what are going to get this series going, and we need a good number of them. Okay, I believe that that's all I had to say, so let's go ahead and get underway. Looks like Sluggish Frame is going to be the Protoss, the blue Protoss, up here in the top left corner, and the red Zerg is going to be Dark Mages down here. Now, one thing I'm going to do with this annotations, you can see that Sluggish Frame is blue and Dark Mage is red. These colors will be used for the annotation. So if you have a comment saying something about Sluggish Frame's play, then I will make that annotation blue instead of red. And these guys are talking about what they're ranked. They're both gold, but I do hear that this is a pretty good game. Gold is about where it's about the point where people start to really grasp the actual actually how the game works, but it's still one of those areas where they really need a lot of refinement and need to be able to improve. So definitely keep on the lookout for things that these guys are doing wrong, but also things that they're doing right. If you have a compliment, I'll probably throw in a couple compliments in the annotations as well. Never heard of that leak before, not sure. Oh, I think the guy just did not respond. So he's trying to hide what league he is, and so Sluggish Frame is being clever here. Getting the Overlord out, basically pretty standard at this point. Looks like he went for maybe a 10 Overlord and then a bunch of drones, which is a little odd. I don't know if he did the extractor trick or not. It looks like the pylons down and a gateway going down for Sluggish Frame, and chrono boosting the Nexus for more probes. And that's something a lot of low players don't do. That like I said, gold and above really start getting into knowing how to do this stuff. Looks like this one probe is going to, it's not a probe, it's a drone, is going to be picking away at this pylon, not able to take it down, and going to be chased away by this probe. Let's see, yep, he is going for the gas steal here. This is a good thing to do with Zerg, as it really limits the options that Protoss has. Now, a lot of Protoss will go 4-gate, and with a 4-gate, you don't really need to gas all that quickly, so this doesn't really hurt you that badly, but it does stop the Protoss from, say, going for, you know, like early Blink Stalker or early Zealot Legs, or, you know, some early Immortal play, because they can't get the gas that they need. Anything that requires a quick tech and quick gas, they cannot do. Overlord going to be coming in to scout. Let's see where he sends it. He's sending it up here, I guess, to scout for an expansion and to be able to come over and see these tech buildings without getting shot down. Cybernetics Core now going down for Sluggish Frame. That's pretty standard, and actually going to get blocked by this drone here. That's kind of clever. I'm not even sure if he intended to do that, though. It looks like Sluggish Frame is going to be able to put down that Cybernetics Core. First Zealot coming out to sort of continue this wall off here. I'd like to see him move over that Cybernetics Core to complete this wall in. You don't want to have any pylons in your wall in, as that is a weak spot. And one thing that some players do against Protoss, it's actually kind of hard to pull off, but if the Protoss is not expecting it, it can be very effective, is actually a Baneling bust. Especially if there's a pylon as part of the wall in. Pylons will go down to just a few Banelings, and then you'll just have free reign into the base. And that actually works especially well if the gateways and stuff are only powered by one pylon, because then you basically win the game, because they can't produce any units. Looks like another gateway going to be going down for Sluggish Frame. And again, guys, be on the lookout for the little things that you can comment on. Dark Mage's queen now popping out, going to be injecting some larvae. Looks like there was a little bit of a late queen, maybe? I'm not really sure. Roach Warren going down, all pretty standard against Protoss, though a lot of Zergs like to wait a little bit on that Roach Warren and also get an expansion up before they get the Roach Warren. Looks like going to be playing it safe and getting the Roach Warren before that expansion. Definitely need to get an expansion though, because a one-base Zerg versus a one-base Protoss is not favorable for the Zerg. Getting a pile in here to watch these destructible rocks that the guys at Lag TV like to hound on so very, very much. That's good. That's good. And we've got 6 Zerglings here, 4 Dark Mage, to see if they're posturing to do some sort of pressure. Can't really do much to early game Protoss because they've got these Zealots making this wall off. Maybe could slip through and get a little bit of scout. Wouldn't really be worth it at this point. Throw down another gateway. Looks like this might be the good old 4-gate that he's going for. The timing of the 4-gate attack is around 7 or 8 minutes, and looks like he will not have his warp in time really to make it a really, really effective push, as he does only have 3 gateways down right now. Not really sure why that is. Throwing down another pylon, and it looks like absolutely nothing right now has been scouted by Dark Mage. And, well, no, he scouted this with his drone, but he hasn't done any additional scouting. So all he's seen is this 1 gas and these 2 gateways, or actually that's a cybernetics core, this gateway and the cybernetics core, which tell him absolutely nothing because it's absolutely standard play to be getting that down. His 4th gateway coming up, a sentry here to block the ramp if any Zerglings try a run in or Roaches try a run in. And I should have the production tab open. That you should put that in the annotations. Solo should have the production tab open at all times. Looks like going to be moving out with these speedlings and roaches. This could be really effective as long as he keeps his forces together. Though this ramp is a really bad choke. Some key force fields from these sentries could really ruin this for Dark Mage. And let's see how well Sluggish Frame does at defending this. Looks like I didn't notice this before, but a proxy pylon going down for Sluggish Frame, maybe to do some counter-attacking action while the roaches and Zerglings are out of position. This is a pretty big army down for Dark Mage. If we look at the resources, looks like he is supply blocked right now, but he is about even. And that's going to change pretty quickly if he's going to meat grind all his lings in here. That was some really key force field play. Very, very good. Trapping those Zerglings where they couldn't get out and were just on move command while the Roaches couldn't shoot in. Looks like the Zerglings coming up. The Roaches on. Ooh, man, the Zealots should have been on hold position here in the front, or at least been tanking the damage from these Zerglings, but it doesn't matter because only 1 Zergling gets in. Is going to get that scouting information and see the 4-gate, but the expansion has gone down, so this is a differing build. No real tech choices revealed. This robo facility is here. Let's see if Dark Mage saw it. He did not see the robo facility, so he does not know that Immortals are a likelihood to be coming out right now. Could go for the robotic support bay for Colossus, but when you're going up against Ling Roach, often 1 Immortal can make a huge difference. If you go with heavy Zealots and heavy Immortals, the Zealots will tank the Roach damage and do a really good job against the Zerglings, while the Immortals blast away at those Roaches, taking everything out. Though you do need a good amount of Stalkers in there for some more ranged damage. Dark Mage coming in here with his Roaches, taking out this back door. Looks like Sluggish Frame is going to notice it, but is he going to bring his units back in time? One thing about this is, while you can't actually see the Roaches, you can see the health on these destructible rocks going down, and you can hear the Roaches splashing. You can hear the acid, and that's why you need to have your sound at a reasonable level so you can hear that happening. Looks like he has warped in some Zealots down here, taking out this Queen. This could do a major amount of damage down here. These Zerglings aren't going to be able to do much against 3 Zealots. Just going to chop away at these drones. And it's really strange to see a Zerg that is not expanded at this point, especially when he has 900 minerals. Definitely should get on that. If you guys know what timing you would have liked to see that expansion, definitely put that in a comment, and I will insert that in as an annotation in the video. Looks like a bunch of Roaches going out, going to be able to clean up down here, but at what cost, as every single drone has died. These Roaches up here are going to be able to do some damage, but is it going to be enough? Once just 1 Immortal comes out, here he is right now. This is huge. He can force field and then use the huge range on the Immortal. As a range of 5, it can outrange these Roaches to take out a whole ton of Roaches. But unfortunately, he did not get that force field down. That was actually a really huge mistake, and he just had his Immortal out here tanking all the damage from these Roaches, which is not going to work out for him, as Immortals are his most important unit right now. Dark Mage throwing down a really questionable expansion. He's had all of his drones taken out, and yet he has an expansion there. Sluggish Frame floating an observer over here just so he can see everything that's going on. As far as income goes, there is absolutely none for Dark Mage, but luckily when you don't spend your minerals, you have a huge bank that you can just keep producing out of, even if you've lost all of your econ. I'm kidding, of course, that's not a good thing at all, and these roaches are in here trying to attack the mineral line. This Immortal's doing huge damage. Will this be enough to hold? It's really hard to tell. Oh man, that Immortal is just doing so much damage. That was about 6 roaches versus 2 Stalkers and 1 Immortal. And that Immortal is going to win. Will it survive? Oh, and it does. It survives with 20 health. Immortals just do so much damage against roaches. They do 50 against armored, while roaches have a health of 145. That means they can 3-shot roaches, which is huge. Needs to keep this Immortal in the back where it's not taking any damage and still doing the maximum damage effect necessary. Looks like Dark Mage is going to target fire that Immortal, which is really going to hurt him, actually, as his roaches would just walk past those Stalkers. But looks like Sluggish Frame is going to hold this, and after Dark Mage has lost all of his drones, all of his econ, and a lot of his infrastructure, he has no way to get back in this. So it looks like a good game from Sluggish Frame. Again, I know I've said this many times, but I really want to get this series going, and the only way to really get it to actually become something is if you guys leave a comment. Leave a comment, leave a criticism, something I missed, something I left out. Heck, leave something about my my commentary skills. If you think there's something I can improve on, that counts. I will even put that in as an annotation if you'd like me to. And one thing about the annotations is leave your name at the bottom of them, or whatever name you would like to go by, and I will definitely put your name on there because you deserve credit for your criticisms. Credit where credit is due. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like this new series, and I hope you stick around. Please don't forget to subscribe if you do like it, as that's the only way you can know when more have arrived. And thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you go register on the D2D Gamer forums if you haven't already, and check out youtube.com/lifesaglitchtv. And yeah, see you next time. Bye, guys.